everybody, welcome back. It's Hayley here from SewHayleyJane, and today I thought I'd do a bit of a chatty video, a bit of a showing you a few things that I've acquired recently, so a bit of a sewing favourites for June, and also a bit of a sort of catch up on what's been going on around SewHayleyJane headquarters lately. So I hope you're all having a really lovely weekend. Thank you for joining me, and I will crack on. So I thought I'd start with my favourite things for June, mostly sewing related. First one, definitely my favourite, is a birthday gift. So it was my 30th birthday a couple of weeks ago, and my friend Sarah bought me this Emma Bridgewater mug that says SewHayleyJane on it, which is just lovely. So Sarah, if you're watching, thank you very much. I love it. Just pop that down because there's tea in it and it's freshly made, it's quite hot. So my friend Sarah and another friend Amy, we used to live together before I moved in with Andy, and Sarah is sort of the Emma Bridgewater Cath Kidston queen. So it was a very girly house, very pretty, lots of flowers, lots of, you know, Emma Bridgewater mugs and plates and bowls and all that kind of stuff. Which is quite hard to replicate when you're when you move in somewhere with a man, because I think there's only so much Cath Kidston a guy can take, and that's fair enough, to be honest. It was definitely a girl house. So yes, that's my new favourite mug. I do love me a cup of tea, and that's on almost daily rotation, that mug. So yes. Next thing I wanted to show you is a new pair of scissors. These are from Merchant & Mills. So the June SewHayleyJane boxes had some mother of pearl buttons from Merchant & Mills in them. But when I ordered them, in order to make up the right quantity, I needed to buy something extra. So, you know, it seemed like the perfect excuse to buy some new scissors, and they are lovely. They're really good quality. They are really heavy though, which I think I cut out a project with them recently, and after a while my wrist started hurting. So yeah, I like them, but they are heavy, and I think I remember Kate from the Fold Line in one of her videos that she did recently was talking about different scissors and how some of them are just really heavy to use. But I feel like these have longevity to them. You know, I think they're the kind of thing that my great granddaughter might find in my old sewing box 100 years down the line. So for that reason I really like them, and they add very nicely to my collection. I seem to have quite a few scissors. They're usually up on my board behind me, but a couple of them are downstairs at the moment. So yes. And I recently bought another cutting tool. It actually arrived today, and I'm really excited about it. This is more for the business, so every month with the boxes, when all the fabric arrives on rolls or on boards, as you would get when you go to a shop, and then I roll them out, sometimes fold them up first and then cut them, and it is quite a big job now. So me and my husband found these on Amazon from Bosch. They are an electric rotary cutter, which is awesome, and it's got, just turn the safety on, it's got this little plate here that lifts the fabric up as you cut it. So also you don't need to worry about putting a cutting mat down, because I don't have a cutting mat big enough to use a rotary cutter on when I'm just cutting up lengths of fabric. So you feed the fabric through and turn it on, and it cuts the fabric, and I hope it's going to make it a much quicker job than using scissors. I don't like doing the thing that they do in shops where they make a snip and then tear. Ooh, it panics me, and I worry it's going to go off on a wonk. I know it probably won't, but I still would rather not do it. So this is hopefully going to make life a lot easier. They're chargeable batteries inside, so they should last a while. So yes, really excited about giving those a go. All the fabric for the boxes has been arriving. They're all downstairs at the moment, and next week is box packing week, so I will be putting those well and truly to the test next week, which is very exciting. And next up, something that I've been working on for a while. Well, not really. I've said that I would have been working on it for a while, I just keep putting it off for some reason. So back in January I did the 2017 Make 9 on Instagram, so lots of people chose 9 patterns that they were planning to make throughout the year. And you know, I chose patterns that I wanted to make, but I've only made 2 of them so far. I've made hundreds of other things, but the Make 9 seems to have fallen by the wayside, which is probably the case with lots of people because plans change. So, but one of the things was the Holly jumpsuit pattern from By Hand London. I don't intend to make the jumpsuit because I don't feel that I can pull off a jumpsuit, but the trousers are the kind of trousers that I live in the summer, those really wide leg, easy breezy kind of summery trousers. So I really could have done with these last week when we were going through that horrendous heat wave. Yes. But I've made it as far as cutting out the fabric. That is literally all I've done. And I think I've shown you this, I might have shown you this in a past video. It is a viscose fabric that I bought from C&H Fabrics in Winchester, and it's really light. It's gonna be, if it works, if they work out, it's gonna be really comfortable for the summer. I've added a bit of extra width across the bum, which is something I quite often need to do, and I'm really excited. I love wearing these trousers in the summer, like I said, but they always seem to come out really short when I buy them from the shops. So hopefully these will be longer, although I miscalculated slightly how much fabric I needed, and had to chop a little bit off one of the legs. But they do feel like they're going to be really long anyway, so hopefully we'll be fine with that. We'll give it a go, we'll see. And the last thing is something that my husband bought me specifically for making these videos, a book, the Canon EOS for Dummies. So I bought this new Fancy Pants camera a month or 2 ago, and I'm still getting to grips with it. And we kind of figured, you know, these cameras don't come cheap, so it's worth putting the effort in and getting your money's worth for them. So some little like bedtime reading for me to try and figure out how to use this camera more effectively. This is actually the second time that I have filmed this video, because I filmed it, put it on the computer, started editing it, and it was focused on the background and I was very fuzzy. So yeah, bit annoying, typical. I really need to read this book. That is job for tonight, I think. Go through the book, or at least start to. So those are all the things that I wanted to show you, all my favourite things for the month. But I thought I'd also do a bit of a catch up with you on life lately and how things are going. SewHayleyJane is doing amazingly, which is fantastic. I've got all the, like I said just now, I've got all the fabrics and stuff downstairs ready to get ready for the July boxes. And it's amazing. I did like a business plan for the year back in January, and I set myself a goal of how many subscribers I wanted to reach by December, and I'm already very close to getting to that goal, which is just amazing. I am completely blown away. And so I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed, or even if you haven't subscribed but you follow and you comment and you give amazing support. It's just such a fantastic community to be a part of, and I love it and I love you. It's just brilliant. But on the sort of flip side, because the business has grown so fast, has grown so much so quickly, I'm finding it tricky to keep up with things like the vlog or Instagram and things like that. You know, it's a really fantastic way of reaching out to followers and customers and, you know, getting to know people, but it can be quite tricky to sort of keep up with, especially when you set yourself maybe an unrealistic standard. You know, I know it's not all about being perfect and having pretty Instagram worthy pictures all the time. So I've decided, I sat down with my husband and we sort of talked it through, and he was like, the only person setting yourself this goal is you. No one else is making you do this. And I want to give you guys awesome quality vlogs and blogs and things like that, but I do need to spend more time sourcing amazing, beautiful things to go into the boxes. So I've decided to cut down across all the social media stuff. So instead of doing one video a week, I'll be doing one video every other week. As you may have noticed, last week there was no video, and I wasn't very well. And when it's just you, there's no one else to do it for you. Sometimes the thought of sitting in front of a camera during a heat wave when you're not feeling great, it just wasn't going to happen. So yes, that's what I just wanted to sort of keep you all in the loop and say that I still will be here. I still will be bringing you videos and blogs and photos on Instagram, but just not quite as much as you may have gotten used to. So yes, that's what I'm up to at the moment. Apart from that, everything else is fantastic, and I just want to say thank you again for all your support. You're all amazing. But anyway, I've babbled on enough, so I'll say goodbye now. I hope you all have a really lovely weekend, or are having a lovely weekend, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye!